So the theme of this conference in London is the use and usability of evaluation as a practice, and it very much mirrors the theme of our eSTEeM project, the use and usability of systems thinking in practice as a postgraduate program and how it translates into capabilities within the workplace. So a core part of the eSTEeM inquiry involved orchestrating conversations between systems thinking in practice alumni as qualified practitioners and their employer partners or line managers as users of systems thinking in practice. Now, we had 8 such pairings for the project. Each individual from the pairing was interviewed separately regarding their experiences. Each pair then took part in a one-day workshop in London at the Open University offices in Camden Town in 2015 to share their experiences. The workshop generated ideas of enhancing the postgraduate distance learning experience in order to take account of these experiences. One of the sets of pairing joined me today at this UK ES conference, that is the UK Evaluation Society conference. Barbara Schmidt and Mattanya de Boer, both working for Eurofound, the European agency in Dublin. Barbara and Mattanya are presenting a joint paper on the challenges of reconciling evaluation usefulness from the perspective of a practicing professional evaluator, that is Barbara, and a practicing commissioner of evaluations, that is Mattanya. Could you tell us something about how the eSTEeM project and the experiences that you had during the eSTEeM project influenced your work practices?
It has contributed to validating the value of pairing conversations, and especially with my boss, and that we had these conversations which we always have in our day-to-day practice. But having experienced the eSTEeM project and the STIP courses in general has given value to the space of conversation, and having this orchestrated in a way, and it has enriched our practice, my practice.
And could you say something about how that experience with eSTEeM actually helped you orchestrate the presentation at the UK ES conference?
The practice has influenced the framing of this conference presentation today, in the sense that we have also chosen a dialogue between practitioners, very much similar to what we have done in the eSTEeM project, where there was also a conversation between two practitioners, one practitioner doing the practice and one commissioning or supervising the practice. So we have in a way mirrored this experience from the eSTEeM project here as well.
So Mattanya, with regards to the eSTEeM project, as you know, we had the eSTEeM sort of focus around conversations at different types of levels between our systems thinking in practice practitioners and line managers. I just wonder what sort of experience that generated in your subsequent relationships with work colleagues.
The day that was organized as part of the program, where we came as a couple, that really has made a difference in how I viewed subsequently the conversations we had at work. We always had these conversations, but I understood better that these were actually a very useful part for the evaluation process.
The eSTEeM project was a 2-year action research project which looked at the application of postgraduate studies after their study in the workplace. And what we did was we looked at systems thinking in practice as a particular postgraduate study program, and with conversations with alumni and the students, we explored what some of the difficulties, what the challenges were in translating the competencies of systems thinking in practice into capabilities in the workplace.